I wanted to come on and let everyone know that we want to really be able to boost 2026. And how I want to do that is to help you build your momentum and help you build what you want to co create in your life. So these next couple of days, and maybe I'll do this for maybe a month, just depends on how many people are engagements in this. It's really to every day for except for this Wednesday because I have a live meeting I have to go to. Every day this week, today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. Friday I have a hard stop because me and my husband generally have a day date. And what I want to do is really be able to just come on here and you guys can ask me questions. I'm going to do mini tutorials. I'm going to just teach a little bit about what I teach in the Corporate Nurse Coach Accelerator. And just come on here and ask me questions and see what it's all about. Or just ask me questions about what you're doing. So today is just really talking about what is really going to work in 2026, what is different from 2025, and what was way different from 2024. So in 2024, there's a lot of businesses or a lot of online businesses that thrived because of the online world booming and the course creations world booming and all these other things that were booming. And in 2025, a lot of those companies did not last. How many of you guys know of a business owner or things that was just having a real rough time last year? And that's just because social media and other platforms are changing. And as a business owner, if you're not changing with the evolution of these new technologies, then your business is going to stay stagnant and or it's not going to last. So even for myself, last year was just a crazy year. This year, what is going to be different is authenticity. That's really what is going to thrive your business to where it's going to go. This year is really the year of the horse. Quantum leaps, quantum propelling, momentum that's going to blast, momentum that's going to push through. And the only way you're going to build that momentum is by having conversations. And I'm talking about telling people what your business is, what you are doing, and knowing exactly where they are. And what I mean by this is I did a free workshop last week, and anyone wants the link, we can put it the link below, is if you want to be near the ocean or near water to help with that production, right? That's where your people are going to be. That's where people who are going to be curious about surfing is going to be near the ocean or on the ocean, if that's correct. You're not going to find them in the desert. You'll find roadrunners and coyotes and chasing each other's tails around, and you're going to feel like your business is not moving. Well, because you're in the wrong spot. So in the year 2026, it's going to be really crucial for every single one of you to not only have a very specific offer, and it does need to be more niche down. So I know a lot of people are like, I don't need a niche, I need this. It's you do, because you're going to go ahead 10 steps and then there's 10 other crabs that pulls you down, because what a niche will do, okay? It really hones in on the problem that you are going to solve. Now, everyone wants the world peace. They want to do nursing burnout. They want to do education, which is amazing. I'm not stating don't do it. But in burnout, focus on one area of burnout, whether that's holistic care, whether that's lifestyle changes, and be really good at that one thing because you're solving one problem. So remember, it's one problem with one solution. And then where are those people, right? You really want to know where your people are. So if you're lifeguarding and you want to become a lifeguard and you want to teach on lifeguard, we're not going to be in the desert. There's no water there. It's going to be really hard to sell. But if you're by the ocean, and you can have 20,000, you can have 10 different businesses on that same pot of land, and it won't make a difference because then it's about what you do, how you deliver it, and your personality. If you're this mean person, they're not going to want to come to you. They're going to go to the next person, right? Just because somebody else's pricing might be lower, they might not get as much value for somebody who's going to pay $1,000, but say the next person down charges $500. It's not a matter about that. It's what you do and how you deliver that. Because you just need to be who you are. Because right here, it's the clarity. If you have to have full clarity on what you're doing and who you serve, one problem, one solution. And I know for a lot of nurses, they're like, that's really general. That's really hard. Keep it super simple. The more simple it is, the easier your messaging is going to be. And the easier more people are going to be like, yes, that the girl that does this, I can go to her. That is what I'm looking for. You want to keep it simple, but grow your one offer up once. Do that multiple times. You want to make it repeatable, because I see a lot of coaches out there and they're able to do 10, 15, 20 clients and then they get stuck. And that generally tells me one thing is that your audience has shifted, or two, your messaging shifted and you were trying to add something onto it that became unclear. So clarity is the first foundational thing you have to do ever. That's it. Like, you got to be super clear what you want to offer, what problem you're solving. We know what the solutions are: good exercise, good healthy lifestyle, good sleep. We all know what the solution is. But what's the one problem that you're going to focus on? Where are they? So a lot of parents with special needs, where are they? They're in their cars. They're in therapies. They're at clinics. They're at appointments. They're at school sometimes, drop off, pick up. That's where they are. So if you're going to help a parent with special needs, right, I'm not going to be going to a DJ booth somewhere. They're not going to be there. They're going to be in their homes, especially at night if they don't have childcare. Then that means a lot of my marketing is going to be driving around to these clinics, driving around to these therapy appointments and asking them, hey, can I put my flyer here? And that's how you're going to build those reputations. And that's how you're going to build momentum. So this week, specifically for this week, today is a lot more about clarity. And tomorrow, I want to talk more about the confidence with it, because we as nurses, we know how to do things. We just don't utilize our strengths sometimes to really help with our business life. The parallels are very similar, and it's there. Stick with me. And if you have any comments, these are only going to be about 10, 15 minutes long. And see you guys all tomorrow.